And they'll try to engage onto Jaybird, but the Immortality Field is there! Oh, what a shatter coming out from Jaybird. Just laying down the hammer. And the Blizzard placement is not where it needs to be from Boreal if they wanted to try to turn this fight. And speaking of Blizzard, Spearow, kind of a wasted Blizzard as well, so...
Because of these teleports.
Yeah, Diva Bomb now turned to the back and attempted to bomb Shatter Trust. Nobody's really in the way to make that a case. A bit of a misspin there coming out from Jaybird. And Matrix on the field. The symbol is on the best of spots. And it makes it so all of Axolotl is still susceptible to the amplified damage coming through that window. So this is just going to be Powerhouse continuing to hold, well, not that Axolotl doesn't really get too much. A bit of a fake TP it looks there. It gets broken. Anyway, the shatter in the back is quite good. And the Blizzard on top of that, Jaybird drops very early on. And so now it's the situation where Powerhouse are looking good to be able to run through this fight, clean everybody up, and now it's just going to be a desperation time, and I don't think anybody will even get close to touching such
just because there's nothing to really stop it besides natural cover.
Yeah, that's a very interesting TP for Powerhouse, but that leaves their team kind of split in this comp. When you get split up like that, it can be devastating there. So now you have a two-player advantage for Axolotl, and they're going to try to push that, and they do so by taking out Boreal, and there's no real ultimates for the side of Powerhouse to be able to turn this there. From X-Runner. The shatter from Speed doesn't get quite what he wants, but it doesn't matter because Jaybird is not in the situation he needs to be. Oh, the boop off the side nearly found 3 players, but luckily for Powerhouse only found 1. But then actually another boop comes through, so 2 kills. Doesn't really matter in the long run, just builds up some multi-charge.
Alright, block Speed and shut it down yourself.
The shatter's okay, it does hit 2, but the counter shatter, oh, quite deadly there from Speed. Best time the 2 players that hits, well, those ones result in kills. Then the remake onto the Sigma. I toasty toast. Oh, he is toast. That's Powerhouse taking the opening map in what is pretty... for them to even really push in while those are up. Good Maywell there to section off Jaybird here as they try to collapse on him. The freeze is really good, and then you have the Blizzard on top of that. But the High Noon and the Sound Barrier to try to keep your Reinhardt alive just isn't enough. The kills are still going their way. Spearow just somehow kills 2 on the backline, but I don't think it will matter in the end. Just the Baby Diva and Lucio stalling the point.
We're gonna have the whole team. Oh, they're Maywalled off. They may just not even get a touch here.
Oh, they do! 100th of a meter left to go, and the boop off the edge for Mythology to start off this fight. Blizzard help close this out here. That's more than enough to do the trick. Powerhouse.
Sports Window should be able to win them this fight single-handedly.
Window doesn't get a whole lot to start. Oh, what is that combo from Spearow? I was spectating his POV, and he throws a mine down range and uses the conch mine right before the bomb hits. Really good timing there, but there's the shatter that comes out from Speed. Absolutely massive, and then Kirk goes down mid Sound Barrier. So that ultimate removed from the fight could have been able to keep everybody up, but instead, it's looking good to be a finish of Eichenwald. Now there looks like they want to drop onto the point. Speed has the shatter whenever he sees fit, and he drops the hammer. Hits multiple players there, and Kurt drops very early on. Diva Bomb now from Runner thrown up, trying to change the tides of this fight, does not do so. Shatter in the back though from Jaybird is quite good, and they manage to find the kills. How are they turning this fight? Axolotl Syndicate finding some good frags, finding the value they need. It took them 2.5 minutes, but in the end they will capture objective edge.
Yes, indeed, with a little bit of stall coming out here on the Diva, and the Reinhardt's actually back, so this fight might not be all too over.
Maybe hold us, they have 2 alive, including the Rhine.
No.
Yeah, now the Doomfist is back in the fight as well. Actually stuck on the Maywall, but they're gonna have players alive. The Rhine's not able to stay alive. Okay, so it was looking dangerous for a second, but the Immortality Field from Sport was enough to sustain for long enough, so it was looking a bit dangerous. That's walled off. Doesn't get anything due to the defense matrix. Azayla drops Diva Bomber to the back. Doesn't get the value it wants. Speed is frozen up. The remake kill on the Boreal and so much damage on the Speed as well. That remake from Toasty Toast is absolutely massive. Diva Bomb now thrown in from runners. They look like they want to try to clutch it up. Actually catches out Spearow, not able to remake, however, so now it's just support for Powerhouse. trying to stall out onto this cart.
Yes, indeed, but it looks like in the very end, there's going to be maybe one more fight here, but Axolotl looks surely favored. But the Sim TP actually is going to get everybody out of spawn quicker. This is a full 6v6 fight.
Oh yeah, but Jason was just out of position for just long enough to allow him to take down Borea. But Azalea with the headshots. Spearow trying to clutch up at the back lines, but he goes down. It's going to be Powerhouse taking a 2-0 lead here over Axolotl Syndicate.
Be that aggressive, as we're seeing a Deadeye start this one though.
Early High Noon doesn't get the value it wants, but Spearow, what is that? Doomfist comes 2 kills in the backline, just gives Axolotl the player advantage out of nowhere. And the rest of the team's able to capitalize on that. Yeah, attempt at that shatter in the back. Doesn't quite do the work it wants. Spearow drops very early on, and then there's a follow-up as well. Really good start to this fight. And then the Diva Bomb from Runner finds 2 kills to help close out this situation. That's going to be a first point cap for Powerhouse. It's falling quite low, but able to stay alive. Oh, the shatter from Speed is quite nasty, and it results in an opening for the side. But Jaybird's Fire Strike finds a 2K, and so now the advantage is switched over to Powerhouse. I mean Axolotl, excuse me, and they're going to continue this forward aggression as Jaybird is unrelenting in his presence.
Blizzard, that's always going to be a nice plus. And Mythology's going to start earning towards B as they jump over the top.
That's a great Maywall, actually. Allows him to get over the high ground, but Glacial! Oh my, what is that? It's just the Ryan barrier gets completely shattered, so it just allows Glacial to come.
Zero's not going to be anywhere near the point. You have to protect your backline in that sense. And Azalea already down.
Yeah, Glacial with the big opening. Now Blizzard into the back, and Spearow into the back lines, and it finds the kill. Greenback kill as well, just for some style points here. Soundbearer, and an attempt to change the tide of this fight, but all that's going to happen is Axolotl's victory. That's going to be the end of the round here. Axolotl know what they need, trying to make something happen here, and they're kind of just running into a brick wall as Runner runs into them. Yes, you can say, to take down Glacial. Jaybird with the trade kill there, with the pin onto Speed. But the icicles from Spearow are just too much for Boreal to handle, as a bit of a 1v1 happening on this Mega. So Spearow lost it.
Back here.
Yeah, they're gonna try to go aggressive onto the cart here, and Runner goes off the edge there due to that pin from Jaybird. It's actually massive. Glacial finds an opening pick. Azalea is trying to change the tide of this fight, however, with the help of the Sand Matrix, she's just not able to do so. So that's when Axolotl wants to push back into this. And Matrix of their own. Force them back. Fire Strike comes through, Mythology falls. Azalea soon to follow. The shatter is good, but they're just unable to follow up onto it due to the fact that they're facing so much pressure from the side of the Axolotl players. And so now there's very few players being able to maintain themselves on this cart. That's going to be the full cap. Well, not the full cap, but it's going to be map 3 going the way of Axolotl as they stay alive. Right now, trying to head on to this point there. Oh, the shatter actually doesn't hit anybody. Quite sad. As Glacial through the Ant Matrix, picking up one, looking for another one as well. And this is looking quite good there. There's only a couple players remaining. If they could finish off the Baptiste, and they're able to do so, it's going to be Axolotl holding on.
Blizzard right now, that's the only ult you're close to. And you keep trying this rotation, you keep getting walled.
And just doesn't work out for them in any of these attempts. And now they're able to just get a couple of late kills as well. Only 15 seconds left. They're going aggressive, keeping anybody from even getting close to touch this point. A high noon attempt. Everybody's dropping. Glacial with the high noon to zone everybody out. Touch on to point. I mean, if you want to look for a bit of a silver lining, 85.8% built up for the side of Powerhouse. Winnable. Azalea does end up dropping to Jaybird. He goes quite aggressive in the backline. Duplicate, excuse me, from Spearow onto the Reinhardt, and is finding the kills they need. Axolotl Syndicate are looking good to put themselves in a situation where they can win this reverse sweep, but they're not done yet. Baptiste uncontested on the high ground, doing a lot of work. Diva Bomb thrown onto the point, can zone them out. by a bit of time. Remech is able to come through as well, but the Baptiste does end up dropping. So I don't think Powerhouse will be able to hold this, but it's not out of the realm of possibilities.
Yeah, as we're seeing this kind of just stagger fight continue on here, and it looks like the picks are finally going in the way. Glacial just coming up so massively in this team fight. And that's going to be the second pick given.
And he kills off of that. Oh no, he goes down to the stickies. Right before the shatter dropped, the stickies connected onto him, so he just wasn't able to get any kills with that shatter. Even fight though. And it's a good Maywall into Jaybird, and he drops. Trade comes through, however, onto Boreal. So this is not unwinnable here for Axolotl. Spiro in the back trying to make something happen. He's doing so successfully. He has found 2 kills so far. Make that a 3rd. And Spiro comes up big. And Axolotl will be able to capture this objective.
Yes, indeed, in the 12th hour. Yeah, and it's just this stagger fight that's still going back and forth. Ult's being committed, and oh, the shatter.
Got killed mid. Mythology got killed mid B, and Jaybird fights through it, but Azalea fights too. It's just out of nowhere. There's only 3 players alive for Powerhouse, and they will manage to get the flip. Skull should be there, as the Wrecking Ball for my Toasty Toast will come in from behind. Spiro can't get the tag, gets taken out by Azalea. The stall is available, however. Great kills from Azalea onto 2 players. Monkey trying to stall for as long as possible. Tracer has arrived onto the point. But on Gardens, they are running out of water. Running out of steam. Let's see what they're able to do. Yeah, Matrix comes out. Oh, great Fire Strike. Jaybird absolutely snipes Mythology out of there. And Toasty Toast follows up. And they will run this over there. Really nicely done there by Axolotl to re-engage into this.
Yes, indeed.
Then they normally would be able to. Now with 4 players, they're going aggressive with the sound barrier. Through the Matrix, they manage to find 1. Azalea on the backline with the Doom Fist. Trying to stay alive, but I don't know how long he's going to be able to do so. D-Mech comes through onto Runner. And this is actually going to be a great hold here. Axolotl Syndicate will be sending us to a 3rd point here on Lijiang. Yeah, punch comes through from Spiro, facing a lot of pressure due to the Symmetra turret, so can do quite a lot of damage to him. Punch into the backline, barely misses onto the Baptiste. The Boreal with a great opening pick there. They attempt to turn this fight though from Axolotl Syndicates. The Matrix comes through, but they're similar to cut off any damage and healing that would be affected by it. So Jason with the 2K at the end will allow Powerhouse to keep control of the objective.
Potentially this Doom Pistol from Spiro, depending on the value it gets.
It's actually massive. Spiro actually counterpunched Azalea there, which meant that they were just able to get the opening pick for free. And so with that, they are able to engage with the sound barrier, come onto the objective, and
yourself, and you have the ults to rotate it. You're using the window aggressively now just to make space. Oh, but the teleport back into point.
Yeah, they do teleport onto the point. High New coming out. Looking for something. Doofus into the back. There's quite a lot of damage. The flashbang family hammer to Azalea, but there's 2 picks that will go their way early. Oh, Speed actually got pinned out of his shatter there. It doesn't really matter at the end, however, as this is looking like Powerhouse, barring a miracle, will be taking the series 3-2 here. There was a bit of a scare for a moment, but those 2 maps be damned.